We're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married, moved into a van, and have been chasing adventures all around the globe ever since.
Subscribe and join the ride. Good morning. Coming at you from our little van home here, parked up in the desert. But it's time to get packed up so we can roll. We got some chores to get done.
There's home. Home is where you park it. Soon enough, we'll own the land that we park on. Looks like he's packing up.
Hi, you're back from your run.
Morning.
How was it?
It got warmer.
Much warmer?
Yeah, it was like 40 degrees this morning.
You got your gloves on.
I know.
Ah.
But it was great.
How far do you go?
6 miles.
Nice. Get the blood pumping?
Yeah, I gotta earn my shower.
That's right. The van life shuffle. The drawing board.
I think we end up missing all of our beautiful spots.
I think everyone.
I think it's probably part of why we want a place of our own so much. Some place we finally don't have to keep missing.
Coffee time.
Ooh. Green drink time. Whoop. Now that we got the car running, I can turn the water heater on for my hot shower. 20 minutes. The inverter's on. It may have been 3 months since we've been in our van, but it's kind of like riding a bike. You don't really forget how to do it, you know?
We're getting back in the flow.
We are. This is what I use to brush my retainer. And these are what we use to brush our teeth. We are very intentional when it comes to items that take up space in our van, and Tao Clean's Uma Diamond Sonic Brush, which has 2 modes, Super Clean and Sensitive Clean, is literally the most advanced toothbrush we have ever seen or used. After each use, we dock our toothbrush in the Germ Shield base station. This thing also charges our toothbrush and the UVC light, which is automatically activated by the weighted button on the bottom of the base, as well as the built-in heated dryer, drying off the brush head after each use and killing 99.9% of all germs and viruses left on your brush head. Plus the way it tickles my gums and keeps our teeth so bright and white makes me actually look forward to brushing my teeth. And right now, they're offering our community, using our link and code below, 60% off. And if you buy at least 2 items, you will get free US shipping. So if you're looking for a way to brighten not only your day, but the day of others with your smile, go ahead and give Tao Clean's Uma Diamond Sonic Brush a try. All right, we got a lot of other chores to take care of today. We should say too, we're outside of Sedona in the National Forest where a ton of other van lifers, RVers tend to park up for a while. I think it's a 14-day limit out here, but with our water supply, which is just over 40 gallons, showering 2 times each, cooking all of our meals, washing all of our dishes, and we drink lots of water, especially out here in the desert, so we never end up staying more than about 5 days max. We've been in that spot though for 4 nights.
We were just saying, van lifers usually only stay probably 3 to 4 nights in most spots max, if not only 1 or 2 nights.
It's the RVers and people in the big rigs who have a lot more supplies with them that end up staying the 14-day limits. We've never done that before.
I don't think we've ever stayed 6 nights somewhere.
And that's after 7 years of van life. No wonder we want to own land where we can park our house or water mill. Good old reliable water spot. We had this one marked on the map from before.
Remember, you gotta shower first.
That's right, then we know we got a fresh fill. Actually gonna eat breakfast first because the water's not done heating yet.
Should be done, I think. Return the timer one more time.
Cereal for you.
Ooh.
0%. Water's hot.
Perfect.
Eggs are done. It's time for the shower in a drawer.
Here we go.
A lot of you have probably seen this already, but if you're new to our channel, this is new for you. It's the best.
It's the best. I love it.
It is the best.
And this little tube here is how it drains. There's a hole through the floor of our van. Oh, I think you can see it. And then usually we put a bucket underneath.
And for the shower head, we flip up our countertop, push it in, turn, and we got flow.
All right. Not as luxurious as a normal shower, mostly because I'm limited to 2.5 gallons of hot water, but it does the job. I can't complain. It makes you feel like $1 million after. It's crazy.
And my duty is to take out the trash. Thanks, babes.
Ooh, that's nice. When you live in a van as long as we have, I think the value of a shower goes way up. It's one of the few comforts that we still have living this lifestyle. But now that we've showered, we can start with a fresh tank of water. It's time to fill up.
Just get filling.
We have a ball valve there so the water doesn't come shooting out of our tank. Tank is located underneath the bed.
There's a special little majigger that you got to pull that part down in order for the water to flow out of the other part. I have to hold this lever down. It's not the fastest of water flow, so probably be here a good 15 minutes.
That's a mess. Well, I guess it filled up faster than we thought. But it means we get to mop the floor. Groceries, check.
We're in RV country.
Yes, we are. These things are huge.
It's insane when you look at the numbers of how many RVs have been sold in the last couple of years. Not to mention Sprinter vans.
Look, we sell fun. Ooh, and propane.
We bring the fun.
It's amazing how long our propane will last. It lasts us all year. Use it for our stove.
Stove and oven only.
That's right.
She's off. You can see we were starting to get pretty low, and any point we might have ran out. Here we go. Push button above for service.
Quick, cover your ears.
I guess they'll be here soon.
While Drew pays, I have a quick chance to make my smoothie.
One thing I wanted to point out down here, the guy who filled us up, he told us that they only want to fill about 80% full, so there's an extra 20% available for expansion. So if you look at my meter here and gauge, it only shows it's at 3/4, which makes sense that it was 6 gallons they put in. All right, that feels good to have one more chore checked off our list. We won't be doing that for a long time in the future. Look at that. It says we're at 7,000 feet.
Just under 3 hours to go. It's a little bumpy.
We just pulled the van over and stopped because we need a little more connectivity and finishing some tasks on the Wi-Fi before we head out to the desert. And I put our key in the ignition because I wanted to do a little check on our oil here. Add 2 quarts. Well, that comes at a little bit of surprise. Good thing I always have an extra quart with us, especially for heading this far out in the desert. Let's see if it recognizes that 1 quart that got put in. And there it is. It does recognize it. Our van's pretty smart.
Chore days tend to take way longer than you'd expect. Moving your house from place to place, store to store, chore to chore, living normal life in between, and trying to get to your destination before dark, especially in the winter when the sun sets before 5 p.m. All you gotta do is remember to let go of any expectations, make room for the unexpected, and let the van take you where you want to go, but on its own time. Just when you think you're driving from point A to point B, you come across amazing scenery, dinosaur tracks. You just never know. Completely unpredictable. And because you have your whole house with you, you do have the freedom to take your time, or take all day to get somewhere that's only like 2.5 hours away. How does the saying go? Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Ooh, and today...
It's cashews.
Oh, thank you. Moenavi, Arizona. Wow! I didn't
Look at
expect that.
They're everywhere.
Literally, the van is right there. That's so cool. There were little children offering to be our guides, but that felt a little weird, so we're just going to explore and imagine what kind of dinosaur footprints these are.
Are you sure somebody didn't just come out here with a stamp when it was a muddy day and go...
I'm not sure, because I bet this was really porous back in the day, but now it's hard as a rock, so that would have had to be a long time ago. Are we ever going to make it to our destination?
No.
The journey is the destination.
I feel like we've been here before.
I think we have. This also happens when you live in a van for 7 years and you've traveled your own country. I don't even know how many times. We'll have to show you the map on our slider door that shows all of our routes. But sometimes you end up in the same place, having a deja vu moment like right now. We just learned that these are fossilized rib bones.
See them running that way?
I think this is a long neck. Yeah, you see the skull. Wow.
That's cool.
This is fossilized poop. Shall we?
Let's hit the road.
Let's do it.
Room for one? Hop on in.
All right, we found a spot on our iOverlander app. It looks like a free campground, so why not? Navajo Nation.
Here we are.
We have arrived. Whoa. huge. I think it's a full moon.
I can't believe this is a free campground in 2021.
Right? Bathrooms and running water. Also, it's only 6 o'clock at night and it is this dark.
It's 41 out.
Home sweet home. There were spots with better views, but because we're going to be running our heater all night, for the sake of the other campers, we decided to tuck into this little end spot. I don't think we could do van life without this thing.
It's supposed to get down to about 25 tonight.
Oh my goodness.
All of our pipes are inside the vehicle. That way we don't have to worry about them freezing.
I'm tired. Van life is exhausting. Always moving, always searching, always on an adventure. Finding water, normal life things. Well, anyway, we love the freedom it brings us. We love being self-sustaining. We love leaving a small footprint on our environment. And I love cooking in this little thing. I think it's so cool that our car has a kitchen and a bed and a shower. So I had a feeling this was going to be a late night arrival. Soup, yeah? Wow. Where's that soup? Garden vegetable.
While Brittany's cooking, I've been doing a little digging around actually for the last couple nights, quite late night, because there's so much information to absorb about the D7 visa. And obviously right now we can't be in Portugal because the expiration of our visas. So we're sitting out on the sidelines, actually in our van, which is complex in its own because it's an adventure every day and we're constantly moving. But we're trying to figure out how we can get back and stay in Portugal for the long run, not just on the 90-day visa rotation for the Schengen area, but it's kind of looking that way because one of the big obstacles that changed in September of 2021, they extended the amount that your lease needs to be for the application for the D7 from 6 months to 12 months.
That means we have to have an address to put on our D7 visa applications for that long.
Yeah, which means either we have to do a long-term apartment contract for a year, rent an Airbnb for that long, which is a fortune.
Or maybe the watermill actually happens, but how much longer do we wait to apply for our visa?
Well, we ultimately, unless we're going to commit to a lease, can't apply for the D7 unless we're in the process of actually formalizing a contract to purchase a piece of property. That being said, we're sort of at a standstill, which means that we're going to be outside of Portugal for 90 days while our Schengen visa renews and probably go back to Portugal on a Schengen visa and then find out some more answers and hopefully we'll have something under contract to purchase at that point.
Woohoo!
I know, that's really exciting. But in the meantime, I've been trying to educate myself a lot about finance and becoming a global citizen, and that's through a course called Abundantia. It's by one of my favorite YouTubers, Sorel, and her partner, Leon. They're basically teaching a finance course that teaches so much about finance in a digestible way that's fun. It's not dry and boring like a lot of finance courses.
Can I just say, Sorel is seriously awesome. Like, the best. She is so much fun to watch and learn from.
Do you encourage people wherever possible to follow their dreams, even though it is an uncertain path and it might not work? However, you encourage people to try, because on the other side of fear and hard, smart work, there could be an existence far greater than playing it safe, and it's at least worth a try. Yeah.
She got her start actually perfecting videos about teaching people to do selfies.
I can't believe I'm going on camera looking like this. This is the result of what I look like at the end of my advanced selfies.
And she just rented Max and Aki's van in Australia.
They're originally Australians living in Iceland, so they've learned so much over the years about being a global citizen, developing tax structures that help you hold on to your wealth, as well as a lot of the intricacies of tax rules amongst different countries. So it's really helping us for this move to Portugal and ultimately having multiple passports. The course teaches how you can rewire your thoughts around finance and become wealthy. It covers everything from the fundamentals of finance, creating a protective structure, earning an independent income, and developing a brand and product, ultimately allowing you to have multiple passports and live in many different countries. They're giving anybody in our audience 20% off when they use the code ADVENTURE.
Can we just say that they did not sponsor this episode? We simply reached out to them because we wanted to share the wealth and abundance of knowledge that they have to share with people like us and maybe some of you.
Me so hungry.
Me too. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Come to bed. You fell asleep on the couch.
Okay. Jeremy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Want to say hi? Coffee first.
Why are you filming me still?
Every time I finish a yoga flow, I have this map that I get to look at. Look at this thing. This is 7 years of all of the different times we've traversed the country. It's a lot of miles, a lot of memories, and let's see if we can find where we are right now. Right about here. And like we were saying yesterday, when you live in a van, things tend to take a little bit more time. At least for us. I think we've been doing this for so long that we just like to enjoy every little moment. We like to savor it. We also have to get our work done, squeeze in the chores, enjoy each other, film for you guys. And with all of this being said, subscribe if you haven't yet. We love sharing this journey with you. We love you all.
Lots to come.
Lots more to come.
We got our little camp spot. It's pretty great. It's really peaceful out here. This huge big open space up here on this rock. And a pretty little spot with the van. All snugged up amongst these bushes and trees.